He is France. I am Vlad. Welcome to Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast, the Battle Rap Podcast of New York and the Battle Rap Podcast of the world. Today's show is brought to you by letstalkbattlerap.com, the only place to get your articles, recaps, artist profiles, and everything related to battle rap. Man, France, another Monday morning. So excited to do this show. So much has transpired since the last time we got together. Let's give the people what they want, man. Let's give them another great show on this Monday. What up, player?
No, it's a word, man. Happy Monday. So much has transpired over the last week. Some of the announcements, some of the events, some battles went down this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to the Westworld. They had a dope card going down this weekend with Ronidia Young Grizz headlining, and they also had a couple of names. We a couple standout names like Nex was on the card. I think Payne was supposed to battle G Well. I don't think they battled. I don't recall them battling. Shit, the stream went on for so late. You know, if you stood up till 3 a.m. to watch Nitty, you are a degenerate like I am. You know what I'm saying?
You don't tell me the story behind that.
Nah, I'm gonna leave it alone. I was tired as fuck, man. I definitely took a nap somewhere in between, but I got to watch like a Billy Boondock highlight of Floss, the scout. I guess he decided to battle and he choked. And now I just couldn't help.
Saw that, yeah.
I couldn't just help but wonder now, like, would you scout yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like,
probably not, man. Not after that performance.
And then Billy Boondock's like, no. You get back. You got some shit. You got some shit. Go back there and rap it. You got some shit. No. He's doing it over. It was like,
that was terrible, man. It was terrible.
I guess I need a friend like this in my life, but nothing about this looks good.
Nah.
I seen that Nex had a battle.
I saw that battle. Bruh. Let's waste no time, man. Let's get straight to the tomfoolery, man. I saw this battle, right? You hit me like, yo, NXT's battling. You should check this out. And I'm like, okay, I guess. Yeah. We got to talk about something on Monday, right? NXT? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm watching this battle. The dude who he's battling, what was his name? Something Rich. What was it?
Hot Rich.
Hot Rich. Oh, my gosh. He was hot garbage, right? This dude is not good. He pays people to battle them, which is fine. A lot of people do that, but he paid.
He's a black Cosmo Kessler.
So he paid NXT $4,000 to battle him, right, on that event. Great come up for NXT, but that's cool. That's fine. He's investing in himself. But this guy, Hot Rich, decided, I'm going to diversify my portfolio. Not only will I pay a battler to battle me, I'm going to pay one of his best friends to write a round for me to go against him. So who else does he get to write a round for him? He gets URL's Ultimate Madness winners, real name Brandon, to write a round against his own real life friend. $1,500, shouty. And real name Brandon, he took the bread and he wrote the round. But he's trying to explain, the round really couldn't hurt you and this and that and blah, blah, blah. So many ways I feel about this, but France, I'm going to toss it to you first. Pause, because I need to know how you feel about this situation, man. This is grade A nonsense happening, right? I'm glad I watched it just because of that, because the battle was clearly one-sided, 3-0, NXT, whatever. The other guy was amateur level, but this overshadows the entire battle now. We need to talk about this. I want to hear about this. What do you think, bro?
So many layers. Like first off, why are you writing a round for your homie and not telling your homie? Second off, why are you paying real name Brandon for a round? Third off, why are you paying that much for a round from real name Brandon?
A round, not even a whole battle. Like, he could have paid that for a whole battle, son. A round,
man. Like what the hell? Like I don't, what I'm saying? I don't know who to be more appalled by with or who, but like Brandon, why didn't you tell Nex?
No respect for the league, no respect for nobody, man. All right, here's my thing. I'm going to put this out there. First of all, should real name Brandon have written around? I know I'm old. no, there shouldn't be ghostwriters, and you shouldn't be taking the money to write the rounds. Okay. That's how I feel. But then there's reality. People are taking money and they're writing rounds, right? So if this is happening and there's no way that I can stop it from happening, Brandon, what you should have did was say, yo, next. NXT. I'm sorry. No, next, right? His name is Next. I'm sorry. I keep calling him that. No disrespect, bro. He should have said, yo, next. This fool is paying me 1,500. I'm gonna give you 500 from it. I want you to look at the round. Here's the round. You know the round. Do what you need to do. You're gonna kill him anyway. So here's 500. I take 1,000. He knows we could still embarrass him. It doesn't matter because nowadays you don't have to have shame. It's like this generation, shame is not a thing. So it's like, all right, I have no shame. We could say we backdoored this fool. Pause. We finessed him. You know what I mean? And he still paid me. I broke you off, and it doesn't matter because no one's gonna. Yeah, that was crazy. And no one's gonna care. You know what I'm saying? Because we're established already. We can get this fool out of the culture, and we made some bread from it. That's how it shouldn't went down. If you're going to do that, not saying that I condone it, but if you're going to do that, not your man finds out on the sly and now he's got to address you. And then now you guys are like, finagling this into a battle against one another again. You know what I mean? And then if you're going to try to sell it, don't start while the cameras are still on after you acted like you're mad at each other. Like, y'all don't fumble this whole pack all around the board, man. Get these guys out of here, man.
Everything about this just was just terrible. I want neither you two to even battle on the same card after this. Okay, like, I don't even want to see the two of you on the same event moving forward. All right, let alone the trilogy. I want none of it. All right, I'm disgusted by all of this. All right, like where is the friendship? Where is the loyalty? This is your man's. This is your man's. That you want to see if you can beat him again in the round?
Come on, man.
What was the purpose of not telling him? What was the reason? What was the reason?
He wanted to keep all the money. That's why. He was like, man, if I tell him, I'm going to have to split this bread. I don't want to do that.
Even if you don't have to split the bread, why don't you tell him?
I don't know, man. Clearly, he's not his friend, man. That's the only thing I can think of. That's not your friend.
True foe voice. All my friends is
foes, right? Yo, I couldn't believe what I was seeing in real time, friends. I'm like, hold up, because I'm not really. I'm just waiting for Next to rap because the other dude was. But listen, by the way, Hot Rich, if you're spending money like that, I don't know if you're a businessman or if you just came up or whatever. But if you want to advertise on Let's Talk Battle Rap on Mondays, feel free, hit us up. We still gonna keep it real with you, you know what I mean? But if you spread that bread around like that, holla at your gualas. But the rapping was not the thing, you know what I mean? I love that you have that confident, delusional confidence, but this wasn't it. But these guys, man, like this was atrocious, bro. I could not believe what was happening in real time. I'm here, I'm like, what are they talking about? He's got a ghostwriter. I'm like, okay, I'm paying more attention now to Next. And then your ghostwriter's real name, Brandon. I'm like, what? Now I'm fully paying attention, and I'm just like, these two, this is hold this L, West Coast. Hold this L, man.
With friends like real name Brandon, who needs ops?
Not I, said the cat. Not I, man. But friends, they acted like they're mad at each other, and then I don't know if they thought the cameras went off or they went to commercials or whatever, but y'all over here keying and laughing. This dude ain't even break you off no bread, and he rode around against you. And you over here laughing with this cat, man. Like, I don't know, man. This generation, y'all crazy, man.
Everything about that was a mess, man.
You gonna snake your man, and then y'all keying before the night is even over. That was bananas, man. And no, we don't want the trilogy because you rode around against your man. You should not be rewarded for that.
I do not want to see. Listen, now I'm just in hindsight. Now I'm just mad. Next couldn't beat him the first time. You know what I'm saying? I have to deal with a whole
nother. What it is, man.
I have to deal with a whole year of battle rap terrorism. You know what I'm saying? And here we are.
It is what it is, player.
no more Brandon battles for a while. No more Brandon anything for a while. How about that?
Kept all
I,
the Brads.
I also like the bar the next said about Disaster. He's like, I beat Disaster and got vaulted. He's like, I beat Disaster, he got easy, and I got no fucking footage. It's like,
Hey,
it's kind of
man.
true, sir. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget this tweet that Disaster had back in April after he battled next. He said, I'm gonna read this out loud. After you guys, I'm not making this up. After you guys see this next battle, when it drops on YouTube, you're gonna have no choice but to respect him. I knew he was this good and knew everyone would act surprised. Now we've literally created another reliable headliner for our league and future battles. After this performance, there's no going back. Well, after this performance, you'll never see him again.
You know, Diz always got some kind of third party funding / coin token alien technology that goes into the release of his battle. So yeah, man, we'll see what's going on, man. The battle will drop sooner or later.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We will.
Before we move off the Westworld, I do got some nitty clips.
Oh, let's go.
You know, we're gonna stay for 3 in the morning. I might as well get a clip of nitty, right?
3 in the morning.
Shit twice. I fuck around and drop kick Mike like James Brown. Get chased round. 500 yards back. Delayed sound. Only thing he seen was the gun recoil. Then he got laid down. You'll get chased round. A drive-by, that's what it's time for. And a Ford truck clapping them hollows. It's like a carousel. Because it was a pole sticking out the back of a Bronco.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that was worth staying awake. I seen everybody's like, damn, there was no clips of Young Grizz. No! No! We stood awake for something different. He was okay.
Friends, I tried, man. By the time it hit 12:30, I just clocked out. I was trying to watch that.
It was all right. It was all right. Grizz was all right. His second round was cool. I didn't have him winning a round personally. And, you know, it was a Nitty battle, just like Nitty giving a shot, and somebody's there just across, like, oh my God, I'm battling from Nitty. And it's just like,
yo, didn't he look like he was really like into this bet? Like he took this serious.
Yes.
I mean, from the clips that I saw, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he don't play with his name. He don't play with his name. You know?
Yeah, man.
Battle rappers fantasize battling Nitty just to hear their names be flipped. Like,
oh my God, Nitty's gonna flip my name. Oh my God. Here it comes. Gang, gang.
That made me uncomfortable. Let's move on.
You're talking about dudes dreaming of their names getting flipped by Nitty.
Hey, that's what they say.
I can't wait till Nitty flips my name. I'm gonna lose so good. Oh, this is gonna be the best loss I've ever had. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to our YouTube. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple, you need to watch the video portion because this is real. Right? I got real tears.
Hit the likes.
Hit the notification bell.
Hit the likes.
Get us in that algorithm, please, man. Come on. Listen, man. I know we're a little channel, but we're like 50 people away from 2,000 subscribers. So please, man, if you shared a laugh with us just now, could you please subscribe or hit the like or share this? We would greatly appreciate it, man. Now, all right, friends, let's move on.
Let's move on to these battle rap streets and these news. So earlier this past week, there was a couple tweets between Swamp and Rosenberg from an interview that Swamp did with 3 Letter Man, where he said he would battle Rosenberg on any platform. And Rosenberg took it to Twitter. It was pretty much like, I'm just laughing at the fact you say you'll battle me on any platform when you were literally booked against me. You know, and then Swamp and him are just having some banter back and forth. They're talking shit. And then Swamp tweets out, I'm touching all platforms this year, Blue Room included. Meaning, you know, hey, listen,
right.
I ain't on Summer Madness, and I'm trying to beat. There is some reports behind it all that Rosenberg brought this battle to ARP. I don't know if it was
Oh.
Rosenberg directly, but there was discussions between them battling on Maxout, and couldn't go down on Maxout. But there is a direct quote from ARP I want to read in regards to Swamp. Let me see if I can pull this up because it's a bit of a lengthy quote, but I want to read this.
ARP's quotes and responses be so ill, man.
ARP says Swamp is not on Max Out, but Swamp is welcome in all capacities because I've never got that energy from him. And if he decides to use that as an advantage as a contracting battle rapper that doesn't have any exclusivity to him, allegedly, then he does have the option. And just have the option, and just having the option is important enough to see how you can be treated.
He couldn't resist shading him, man. Allegedly.
Hey man, I mean that's what they tell everybody on the trenches that they weren't on contract and then they got pulled off the card. So I feel them.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm just pointing out the shade. That's all. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
What do you
There's
think
a
of
lot of
Swamp
talk.
potentially leaving?
Yep. Test the waters out, man. See how hot you really are. If you are that hot, then do your thing. You'll survive and you'll continue to thrive. That's what you want to do. Do it. I ain't mad at nobody, man, for expanding their brand and touching new platforms and doing their thing. Like, why would I have a problem with that?
Right. Yeah, I don't mind it neither. But personally, I also kind of look at it like, I don't know if there's been enough gripes for him. Like, he's a big enough name to want to be independent and be successful, no doubt. But like, I feel like, is there enough gripes for you to completely just walk away from that URL bridge? Like, you don't, I don't know. I've seen so much has happened for him in the league that I would much rather them just find a way to make it right with him. You know what I'm saying? Give him the opponent he wants, give him whatever the bag that he may want. Like, figure it out. Take care of your stars. You can't keep losing people, right? You lost the algorithm. Mike P is on the ship for Mutiny. You know what I'm saying? None doesn't have Smack's number. All you know what I'm saying? All these talents are being so outspoken about. Just
But I
Swamp isn't as vocal as these guys are as upset, but he's like, yo, I'm not on contract. I'm going to test the waters. And if that's the leverage play, then do it, because I feel like that's somebody you need to take care of. Take care of your stars.
But I mean, what if it's not even a leverage play? What if he's like, hey, people are interested in this Rosenberg battle. I don't have a battle. I wouldn't mind making some money this summer. I want to battle Rosenberg. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, I'm not on Summer Madness. Now I'm mad at URL forever. I'm jumping over to RBE. It could be like, yo, there's a battle here. Rosenberg's interested in doing it. I want to do it. I haven't gotten the bag this summer that I was expecting. I got 5 kids and back to school time is almost around here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why not let me do this? I can do this if I choose to, and I'm sure he knows everything that would come with that situation. So go ahead, player. You know what I'm saying? Like, take that Southern independent route, do your thing. Like, I don't got a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't got a problem with it neither. I'm just more looking at it as
it's not like he's hating on URL or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, if he was throwing mad darts at them and talking crazy, then I'd be like, hey, they treated you all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if he's just like, I just want to do it,
treated him very good.
I ain't mad at that.
There's been some bumps in the road, like the T-Top battle got delayed, and him, I guess, not being on Summer Madness is like, damn. Like, I thought this was like 100% a lock for me. You know what I'm saying? And so I could see those being real frustrating points, but the league has definitely treated him much more better than not. But this is a moment where you have to say, yo, we need to take care of our stars, our next wave of talent. Fawn, Swamp, Ace, the list goes on. Sick. Like, these are the forefront guys that if all these guys decide to say, hey, I'm going to King of the Dot, I'm going to RBE, I'm going across the street, I'm doing this, like, then what? You know what I'm saying? So, treat these guys like the VIPs that they should be. These are guys that are top 10 ranked on the app. You know what I'm saying? Have been on Summer Madness, have been on Gnome, ranked on Cody list, been top battle rappers, have had secure wins over top tiers. Like, these are guys that are proven. Hold it down.
I hear you, player. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. But it's like, if that's not happening, then hey, can't be mad at me if I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if he has a certain demand or is there an opponent that he wants that the battle can't get done, and whatever he feels like he's asking for isn't being met, and he chooses to go out into these murky waters and see what's going on. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I just always wonder one thing though. When the battlers say, I'm not getting XYZ from URL, and if I don't get XYZ, I'm out. Do you think they ever fully get that what they're searching for, if it's compensation? Because I don't feel like if it's a certain number you want, you're not gonna get that elsewhere, probably, right? Like,
I'm sure there's a compromise that happens. It's like, hey, maybe it can't reach that number, but let me come close enough to that number and maybe promise you one extra battle on top of that at a similar number. Or yo, if this goes well, here's what I could throw on top of the next battle. And it's like, okay, you didn't reach the number this time, but it's close enough. And I secured something for the future with the possibility of getting more than I did this time. So, you may not get exactly the number you're looking for, but you can, you could always hustle it that way, or you could just sit out and wait. Somebody's gonna pay that price, right?
URL. treat the stars of your league with the utmost VIP, right? Like, I don't know what it is the Swamp wants or needs. But I will be honest, the Verb battle, maybe the ball was dropped. Whether Verb was using you guys as leverage to cross the street anyway, whether you could have locked it in way earlier, I don't know what it is. The ball was dropped there. And any other possible opponent that probably could have been enticing for him, it's not going to be on that card neither. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of let him down there. You know what I'm saying? Make it right. Make it right. Make it
France,
right.
I have to sign it and sign back out real quick. Keep going.
All right. Well, in the meantime, when my man Vlad gets to reconnect here, Swamp. He's a big enough name to go independent. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the league do right by their stars. That's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was so much of an advocate for names like Ace to be on Summer Madness now. You know what I'm saying? Swamp, Fonz, because you need to have that next generation to be able to be on top of these major cards and carry the league. Like, it can't all be on the people that's been here for 10 plus years. At some point in time, you should be able to have some of these guys be perennial guys to be on Summer Madness consistently year in and year out. So we got Vlad back in the building.
Back. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Yeah.
What I missed.
Listen, long story short, I just want the young talent of the league to fully feel like the league has nothing but their best interest, which, I mean, they do, right? Like, obviously, you can point to a lot of great opportunities Swamp has gotten, but, in a down year, especially when you pull that man off the trenches, like, get him right, man. Get him right. And again, he was on No Impact, so was a lot of other people. But, like, so you know how I feel. No Impact was No Impact. Great. Everybody got a chance to make some extra money. But Summer Madness, bro. There was a real demand for Swamp alone to be on Summer Madness. Damn near against Verb, against Goods, against Calico. There was a plethora of, like, big names that was available for Swamp. And I don't know. But
should have been handled better.
Staying with RBE, we did get an announcement. We do have Young Ill making his return to Battle Rap for his 8th return. You know what I'm saying? And here we have it against Bigg K. What do you think of Young Ill versus Bigg K, sir?
I'm cautiously optimistic, friends. Last time when Young Ill came back versus Briz Rothstein, I actually thought he was pretty good. Look at that battle. I know I always call out these bar for bar people, but his lyrics were on point. But it just took him a second to try to figure out what was going on. It was a different environment for him, I would say. So to know that he can still write well is a good thing. But when I saw that performance overall versus Briz, I said, okay, man, he still needs a couple more battles to get back to where he once was. But it was a debatable battle, though, obviously, in my mind. But now you got Young Ill back in the small room versus Bigg K. I think it's a much better situation. He doesn't have to worry about the crowd. I actually went back and looked at some old Young Ill battles and footage. I mean, from back in the days. Yo, man, that guy, really good, man. Like he's really good. Like he's a unique talent. And he has the punchlines, all that stuff. He has the charisma, everything. And Bigg K is on a roll. He's on a roll. So with the three guys from STL on this card, it definitely makes me more optimistic for Young Ill to be on this. But Big L is not Big Ill. Bigg K's been on Big L. Hey, yo. Bigg K's been on fire, man. So I'm cautiously optimistic for this battle.
Yeah, Young Ill is unforgettable to our battle rap hearts. The nostalgia is always going to be there. We're allowed to have 8 returns or 80 returns. We don't care. He's in an environment that I feel like will best suit somebody of his magnitude making a return. Plus, he's got all of St. Louis around him, so he's juiced up with that as well. So I do think we'll get a chance to get a very good Young Ill. It's just Bigg K's been on a run. Bigg K's been on a run, and Bigg K just doesn't give a fuck about anybody and anything. So, like, the types of shit that you're gonna give him to work with it can be very creative. Young Ill's content, he definitely has like these lines, these or these bars. It's like, yo, I really appreciate his content or material. There's just always a little gap between like the pacing and that comfort, and that's just because he just doesn't do it that frequently.
Yeah.
So maybe he finds a nice little pocket to flow into in that room. Or maybe he finds a way to utilize some of his own special powers. Because if he's in that blue room and he looks at Bigg K and says, "There's a rumor going around," and I think that whole room behind him would say, "Tell me, is it true?" and that'll be like, it's like a fucking strapped in at that point. He might have that.
Yeah, he got a couple moves. He got a couple moves.
Use them. You know what I'm saying? He got a couple moves. Use them. Speaking of Ill, they did drop Young Ill versus John. I don't know what
I didn't get a chance to see that.
They opened the crates for that. It wasn't the body that everybody made it out to be, and he had moments where he was obviously freestyling, and John outclassed him, and I thought he won the battle clearly, but not so bad for it to have been vaulted.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
check that
I'm looking
out.
I'm looking forward to Young Ill and all that making his return, but I can't confidently say that I might have that man winning because I seen
what are the round times
for that battle? I'm not sure.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll find out in general for this.
I've seen the dog do some treacherous things to some people's favorite battle rappers and some people's goats.
Yeah. Listen, man. If you're a betting man, it will be tough to go against the dog simply because he's in rhythm. Like he's been doing this every 90 days now, whatever the case is. So this is like second nature at this point, and he's rejuvenated. ARP's paying him the big bucks, so he says when he sees those checks, it makes it in the round times, it makes it easy for him to write the material now. So with him in a comfortable place, getting paid the big bucks, like I'm not expecting him to regress. He still has tons of material to work with versus Ill. So, and he's already creative with just the general punchlines that he has. So it's like you put one and one together, it'll be hard not to get two. You know what I mean?
In a little foreshadowing, you know what I'm saying? We still need to see the results of his battles, but obviously people are already feeling like he probably was like the top battle rapper so far halfway through the year. He's about to battle Rex a couple weeks before Ill, and if he does really good against Rex, people are ready to start that Cody campaign for him. And my favorite thing about battle is like they kind of never care about Cody, air quote, until like their name is like really hot in the mentions and conversations, and then like at the third quarter of the year, everybody's like putting your name as a valid contender because of the immaculate year you've been having. By the time it gets to Ill, everybody's gonna be like, "He's my Cody, he's my Cody, he's my Cody." So I know he's gonna be motivated. I know it.
Setting here.
How'd you say?
Look at this narrative setting here.
It is a narrative. It's 100% a narrative, but it's already shaping up. I've seen people already.
You keep making people think the narratives about you is true, my friend.
The only thing I want to say to people that feel like his year obviously warrants a contention. Yes, he's just not alone. You know what I'm saying? He's just not alone. There's a couple people across the street doing just as fine as Bigg K. Easy, Twerk, Trez, Will. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you keep those people in mind as well when all those transactions are complete.
Thank you.
No, but it's true. Yeah. I'm just letting it be known. You know what I'm saying? I know you've seen it. You've seen it.
I seen it. No, he's
But
doing fantastic this year. He's got, put it to you like this. If he does what he does, I don't see why he wouldn't be talked about as
that's
that
what I'm
guy.
saying.
You
If
know
he
what I
does what he
mean?
does, the conversation's gonna.
But you're already putting, no, if he thinks on Rex,
If he
30,
does
another
good.
30,
I say if
30
he, I say if
sack
he,
of work.
no, no,
Once
no,
he
no.
gets the ill.
I say if he does good. I didn't even predict him to beat Rex. I say if he does good against Rex. He was talking kind of crazy to Rex on Twitter.
That's my Cody. That's my Cody.
He
You'll turn it to Terrell Owens.
He's talking kind of crazy about Rex on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you say, player?
Rex was like, damn, what did Rex say? Rex said something to kind of like trigger him.
Oh, when he talked about the mud ducks.
Yeah, he was like, how you let somebody
how you gonna let some white boy from down there call black women mud ducks?
Mud ducks, right?
How you gonna join the Crips at 35 and start gang banging and representing?
He said, you a party crip. He said, you a party crip.
You a party crip. That won't no real crip. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That could.
And then Rex came back with like pictures of him at like 15.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, if he got the pictures, does that angle still hit? How FBG? What's that boy's name? SJB Main. It hit different, France. Do your homework. It hit different.
Rex was like, here's a picture of me with no facial hair, and he had facial hair in the photo. So, like me, no facial hair. There's a whole beard there. So
listen, man.
But anywho,
leave Rex alone, man.
Young Ill. You have a big battle, very difficult opponent in a room that he's very, very comfortable in. We've seen him there all year. So
going crazy.
Best of luck.
But for me though, listen, am I realistically expecting Young Ill to win this battle? No. Anything can happen, obviously. What I'm expecting is a dope battle. Like that's what, because like I said, man, looking back, if Ill just goes in there and raps and doesn't think about doing all the theatrics or any of that other stuff that, he thinks that the new people are doing, like, because in that room, that's what people want. They just want to feel that nostalgic feeling for 3 rounds. A lot of times people will go in there and give it to them for 1 round and then feel like, oh, for the next 2 rounds, I must depart from what they love and give them everything that they hate about me. And then it's like, you're not going to win that way. So just give them nostalgia for 3 damn rounds, like sprinkle it in throughout all 3 rounds and rap, because Ill is nasty, man. When he's on it, he's nasty. So pause. But just let him just rap, dude. Just rap. Don't try to get ridiculous. Just rap, dog. That's it.
Well, more announcements that have been made, my friend. We have some announcements for the nostalgia card, the nastyalgia card.
Shout out to Easy the Block Captain or his squad, whoever is watching, because we definitely let it be known the way that thing was spelled before was nasty work. Now they broke it up. Now I'm like, okay, this makes sense. It looks better phonetically on screen. So, and thank us, man, for putting that out there, because I feel like someone on his squad definitely was watching, because that thing was changed the same day, if not the same day, soon thereafter. But it was changed because that thing looked crazy before.
Yeah, I'm glad. But Nastyalgia has a dope theme. Philly versus. You laughing, man?
Why you still got to say it the old way, man? Nastyalgia.
Yeah, listen, that's what it says. You know what I'm saying? I'm dyslexic. I'm dyslexic. I can't read it. But Philly versus New York. You know what I'm saying? We got some announcements. We actually just got an announcement right now while we're recording on the pod, Vlad.
Oh, live announcement. Let's go with the live announcement.
Rosenberg Raw versus Mike P. Now, everybody keep in mind, this is, like you mentioned, this is a judge card, the fan vote on the pay-per-view at the end of every battle. We'll have a poll for you guys to vote on the winner, and that will determine who won the battle for this Philly versus New York series. So we have a fan-voted judge battle here between Rosenberg Raw, Froze, and Mike P.
Interesting. Mike P.
Initial thoughts?
Mike P's going to the trenches?
Mike P.
Mike P is officially a renegade on the blade right now, bro.
Well,
wow. Mike P said, I'm not going to just talk the talk. I'm going to walk the walk, man. Wow. Man.
Yeah. A moment, you got to take a moment to be like, damn. All right. The
First
thing that ran through my mind.
Mike P. It's a renegade.
Mike P, did you return the money for your open Jack Boy contract?
No, I don't think they got the money.
At all?
Remember, they didn't send the bread. The way I interpreted it,
Jack Boy said he got the bread late. That's what he said. They got it later.
I thought he said, okay, I could be wrong, but here's how I interpreted it. I interpreted it as they, verbally agreed to do the battle, whatever, we're gonna do it. They're like, yo, what's up with the bread? The bread will be here at such and such time. But the bread is not there at that time. And they're like, yo, I don't know, man. For me to prepare and then put out this kind of performance, I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. We'll rather push it back. I could be wrong. That's how I interpreted it, though. But, you're closer to the situations than I am. So I don't know if you could reach out or.
No, I got to hear. Jack Boy says, so when the flyer dropped, I said, hey, I don't have a contract yet. And they said, let's fix it. And then they send one. We're negotiating, and then I signed the contract, but I have a week and a half left. So he
signed the contract. He didn't say he got the bread, though. Because you could sign something, but then the bread got to come.
I thought this might be because they got their first halves.
I don't know that, but okay.
That's why they said let's reschedule this. Well, the point is, figure that situation out first. That's the point. If you took it, all right, listen, forget it. I don't know if they did or didn't. I'm gonna say this: if you took the first half, either refund that joint, because if not, you have an open contract with.
Right? Yeah, sure.
All right. You know what I'm saying?
So, why you go so hard at Mike for the bread?
Because then it's like if the battle is blocked because you took a deposit for a Jack Boy battle that isn't done, then
I think Mike would return the. I think he's seen what happened before. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he'd be tied up in a situation like this.
Sometimes people in battle sometimes don't understand the idea of refunds. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean, we're seeing that play out.
So
with the other popular guy,
I'm not going to speculate if they did get their first half or not. All I'm going to say is if you did get a first half with the idea to postpone this battle, you better figure that out first before you take this.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Because otherwise, this battle ain't happening. Right? It ain't happening
if there's an open Jack Boy contract, if there's a first half that you took for a battle that got postponed, either refund that joint or get that battle done before September 2nd. You know what I'm saying? But
wow, all right.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind. So,
bruh, he's making a statement with this. URLC.
Yeah, it's going down.
Wow. Okay.
I like the match though.
No, it's a good matchup, man. I'm just still in shock, but I'll move on from the shock. Rosenberg Raw, Mike P. It should be very, very, very interesting. Mike P's gonna have a lot to say because it's gonna be his first battle on. Can we call Trenches a major platform? I mean, they only have one card, but I mean, on the most controversial platform going on right now. You know what I mean? For him to on what technically is the ops platform, technically now. Easy's on that list. The Trenches is on that list of ops, people that you cannot go to if you are on the URL side. So that's telling me a lot right there, man. Like Mike's had it up to here, and it's letting it be known. And hey, man, welcome to the first stages of independence, Mike. Welcome, man. Welcome. Good luck on your journey. A lot of expectations. You get a chance to start fresh, I feel like, because at URL, there's still that stench of what happened over there. That 3-battle stench starting, we don't even need to revisit it. We all know what we're talking about. And I feel like it was hard to shake that no matter what battle you went into. If the URL letters are there, if we're watching it on Caffeine or on the app, it's like it's almost imprinted in people's brains. Like, I must go back to those 3 battles, and this is the only way I'll be able to look at Mike P. But now he gets a chance to say what he wants, gets a fresh start, and to be looked at completely different. And I get it. I think he just might need to step away to really shake that off and just, get back to who he is and who he was.
Yeah, a new a new fresh scene and environment. There's a lot of wonders for like your mind, you know what I'm saying, things that you want to achieve, your brand, the way you're perceived. And it's all about perspective sometimes in battle rap. So like everybody knows Mike is very good, you know what I'm saying? He raps phenomenal, you know what I'm saying? Obviously has a variety of skills that makes him a really good versatile professional. And sometimes you see some of his output on URL. It's a little inconsistent. Some really great battles, some really great rounds, some clear losses, some debatables, a few that might have been a little bit underwhelming for what you expect from a Mike P. So it's a little bit all over the place. And maybe he wasn't utilized to the way that he felt he should have been utilized. You know what I mean? And now if you want to take this leap of faith and go to like the trenches and maybe continue battling on other leagues like King of the Dot or the Riot or other leagues that are out there, there's a lot of work available. There's a lot of work available to go around.
Chrome.
But
well, we know one place he's not going is RBE.
That's a fact.
He let that be known, France. Like, I don't have an interest in going over there. Like, you don't got to talk about me crazy.
Nope.
Keep my name out your mouth type situations. Like, I have no interest in it. Go. Even with him stepping away from URL, he let it be known clear as day. I got no interest in going over there.
Right. Yeah, so I'm personally happy to see Mike wants to take that leap of faith, but see it all the way through. Spotlight is on you, good brother. You know what I'm saying? You're doing one of those dummy missions again where you take somebody in their backyard. I would have thought by now we've learned our lesson, but Rosenberg ain't no poop up, man.
Rosenberg has lost in his own backyard a few times before, so that's not saying that this is a suicide dummy mission. You know what I mean?
Hey,
because we've seen it happen a few times, Rez.
You're 100% right. You're 100% right. And we've also seen the other person go into the person's backyard and lose a few times.
I totally get that, right? But we're talking about a rapper here specifically. I remember when he battled Reed, he was choking and stumbling. That was in Philly. He just battled Steel in Philly. It was choking and fumbling. Bill Collector battle was terrible in Philly. Clearly lost that one. I think there's another one. So I don't know if it's just Geechee. Geechee. So, but then I gotta say, when he's in Philly and he's battling like super gangster dudes or those kind of guys, it always gets weird. I don't know, man. We've all seen the battles. I don't know what happens when it's that circumstance.
Look, I'm not saying like Rosenberg's a juggernaut. I'm just saying don't listen to the spaces. Rosenberg's a good battler. You go to these Twitter spaces.
He is a good battler, yeah.
You go on these Twitter spaces and they act like he's just like beneath the earth or something. It's like, no, this guy's formidable. Like taking this guy in Philly, I'm not saying it's the hardest difficulty, but with Mike's track record of taking these road games on somebody's home turf, I don't like that. I don't like that track record. And this guy's not that. He's not a juggernaut, but he's not that easy to beat neither. And this is his first time on the trenches. He's got a lot to say too after missing out on that swamp battle on this podcast with Easy. Take this walk with me.
His new beef with top tier loot and news and them dudes. Rap beef, not real life, But you gotta worry about those things too. I mean, you see, man, this is the thing. It's like it could have been easily avoided. Now it's like, Tay-Rock, you can't tell anyone they can't come to your event. Tay-Rock's like, yes, I can. You're banned. I'm not banned. I'll show up where I want. Watch. You can't do that. And now it's like you're getting into this back and forth with loot and news and stuff. And it's like, do you really need this? Like, do you need this in your life, Berg? Like, you have, what I'm saying? Like, you're a working man. You're a dad to your kids, a present father, all that stuff. And it's like every once in a while, it's like he gets embroiled in these things that just seem like they could be avoidable. You know what I'm saying? And so Rose, man, just focus on the raps, bruh. Take it easy, man. Not everything is a tough man contest. It's okay. It's all right, man. But you're right. He does have a lot to say too, and he has a podcast with the league owner. So now it's like
I just said
no,
that.
I know. So it's like you kind of do have to like do really well. Like there's a lot of pressure on him, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying this is not an easy. This is not an unclimbable mountain. This is just not an easy assignment. But this is the perfect opportunity if you want to take that leap of faith, and if you get that win for New York by the fan vote. That's the start of like, oh shit,
right. It's a start of a story. That's what we're saying. He can totally start to shake that whole narrative of what happened. You know what I mean? So this battle's gonna be very interesting, friends. Very interesting.
We're gonna go through the other announcements so far. For me, this is my favorite, and I think the best announced battle so far on the card. Before I go to the next announcement, I just want to say one more time, Mike. If you took a first half deposit for Jack Boy Maine, find a way to fulfill that battle or refund that money, because if this battle has anything in the middle interjecting it, you know what I'm saying, getting in the interception, you know what I'm saying, then we're gonna be like, this politics, the big bad wolf, the machine, URL. No, refund the money and do the battle. You know what I'm saying? That's if he took it.
All right.
Listen. I don't even want to get into so much. I don't even feel like I'm defending URL. It's just like, at what point do we just accept regular business practice?
But we don't even know what happens. That's what I'm saying. Like
I said if.
I know, brother. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Because I
see you getting worked up. You know.
Yeah, because if you did take
but that's what I'm saying. But we don't know, so there's no reason for you to get worked up. That's what I'm saying.
There is a reason to get worked up.
Why? You don't know if he took it or not.
Because if he did, and then the shit gets blocked, and everybody gets mad, it's like, wait, what? You took the money.
You sure you don't have kids, man? Because you're talking like somebody's old father right now, man. You sure you ain't got no kids? Oh man, but no, I do agree with you. This is definitely this is the battle that I have the most faith in right now, because you're gonna let us know the other two battles, because the other two battles, remember, cautiously optimistic, man. Let us know the other two battles coming up on this Nostalgia card.
We also got the return of Hollow Man versus Head Ice. This ain't one for the people born in the 2000s, sir. This is for the 30 plus. This is for the 35. This is for the 35 plus gang.
Got to break out your old academics gear. You know what I'm saying, man? Your Geno Green Global, your old Avorexes, your old authentic NBA and football jerseys, size 56. Time to break out the size 38 jeans, size 40 jeans if you was wearing them like that, and the Timbs, all that stuff, because this is what this battle is bringing back. This is the nostalgia that he's talking about. And yeah, man, I'm cautiously optimistic, because I've seen guys like Vodka come back. I've seen guys like Frank with the Grippers come back. It wasn't pretty. It was not pretty. And there's a reason why you haven't seen them back. All right. Sometimes it's all right for these guys to just sit back and live in their glory of the heyday, because sometimes coming back, it doesn't make you better. It just makes people go, oh man, he ain't got it no more, for sure. But if you never come back, people got to guess. So I don't know what to expect from Hollow Man. He had great battles back in the day. I have no idea what to expect. I'm going to be cautiously optimistic. I hope he does well, because if he does do well, it opens up the door for more rappers from his era to come back. And if they're fire, it's more fire rappers we can bring back into the fold. I look at a guy like Steel, who was from their era and who was fire in their era. He has that infamous battle with Kaboom. Even when he came back, it's taken him 2, 3, 4 battles of 2-on-2 to start finding the groove and the flow. You know what I mean? So it doesn't just come back like that. And it's got to be something that you're saying, yo, I'm dedicated to this. This is not a one-time thing. I'm going to be coming back over and over again, because unless you're just a supernatural phenomenon, you got like Cassidy, and even Cassidy, he gets dragged through hell, but he just has so many supporters that it just balances things out. And he's delusional with his confidence that it doesn't matter because he thinks he's the greatest anyway. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I hope these guys do well, but I gotta keep it real. I'm not expecting that much, man. But I'm here for it.
You said everything I was gonna say. That was perfectly well said. I have nothing else to add. I just I do think in a room of that environment, Philly being united again, you know what I'm saying? Bunch of Philly hats all over the place, bunch of New York hats all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like that little charged up energy is gonna exist there for you to, if you're comparable, you sound good, you know what I'm saying? You hit those pockets. You might not have the punchlines or the pacing that we may like, but if you have the pacing that they like, that's enough for them in that room. And then momentum will carry, and then it'll probably look good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the only thing that concerns me when guys come back after this much of a break is the content. You know what I mean? Because sometimes like they try to give these punches, and it's like, oh my gosh, this sounds so outdated, or this just did not land. Like I don't know, man. I'm traumatized from Vodka and Frank with the Grippers comeback, man. You know what I mean? But then again, it's like, Frank was never the guy who you look to for like super duper lyrics like that. He just, you know, man, he was grooving. He was cool. He was always cool for back then. He wasn't like the guy, you know what I mean? But it's like Hollow Man, he's known as like a writer, you know, a spitter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a little different with those guys. Maybe he's like a RJ Payne who's kept the pen up all this time and just could just deliver those vivid bars. And it's like if he's in that groove, in that environment, oh my gosh, it could be lights out. It could be amazing because we've seen, you know, RJ, he's from back in the days, you know what I'm saying? He's still stupid nice with it. So if he can do that, I'm for it. I'm just going to watch and say, I hope for the best. That's it.
Head Ice, bring the win home. Head Ice. You know bring it home. Bring it home. I'm in the building with a
talk about ice, man. You gonna be in the building?
Stanky Yankee fitted. I'll admit it.
Frank's gonna be in the trenches, son.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to go to the first one. It's just, you know, I couldn't get the time off for work. Definitely want to go to one of these trenches cars and see what the environment is like. You know what I'm saying? The only league I haven't been
before
to
this thing turns into the blue room. Oh man, the blue room, the trenches. I want to battle in the blue trenches. Oh my gosh,
haven't been to the blue room neither. Another place I want to like to scratch off the bucket list.
They're gonna say you hating, France. They gonna say you hating, France. You ain't been to the trenches. You ain't been to the blue room. Come on, B. They gonna say you hating, France.
Yeah, you can say what you want, but we here talking.
But you are in them Chrome 23 trailers, though. I saw that. Bigging your man A-Ward up. You the best in the world.
Yeah, we gotta bring back old shit. You leave it alone.
All right, man. The next battle of the trenches. The next battle.
Stay focused. V. Also, now this one right here, this was very nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Very nostalgia. $3. $3 versus un P.
Oh, $3 versus un P. It's going to be fire.
There's a fun fact behind this battle. I don't know how true it is because you got to take all these little Fight Club vaulted battles with a grain of salt. International P, you lying. You don't have the tapes. You a liar.
You, my friend.
You are a liar. Yeah, we got the tapes. No, you don't. You don't have those tapes.
He got them. I think he got them. I think he got him. I think he got him. I think he got him.
If we at a poker table right now, I'm looking at you straight in the eye. You ain't got it.
I think he got him, and he want to get paid for him. Or he's trying to figure out how to get paid from him.
You ain't got it. That's how I feel.
We're going to see.
Prove me wrong. Do it. Prove me
wrong. We all win if he does, man.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. But apparently
that's how you be talking at the end of your dates. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong then. Show me you ain't got the best dome in America. Prove me wrong. Show me you don't know how to throw it in a circle. Prove me wrong. I want to be the wrongest man in America. Prove me wrong. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell.
Yeah. Well, the point is, apparently they had a battle in Fight Club that's vaulted. If it is true, I'm sure they will have an interview at some point in time, and it'll probably either one of them will mention it or it'll be asked. If neither of them mention it, then I guess it never happened. If nobody asked about it, then nobody knows this except me. And yeah.
And listen,
I like the battle though.
I do like the battle. Reed Dollars coming off of what I thought was a 2-1 victory versus Easy. You know what I mean? The lyrics are looking good over the test of time now. You know what I'm saying? And Unp, I'm a little nervous simply because the last time I saw him battle, it was on MC Wars versus Charlie Clips, and he went crazy on Charlie Clips pops, man, on that angle and stuff. And I don't know, it just was bad. It was terrible all around the board. And even he acknowledges it that, he was just looking for anything that would just give him the win. He was just so thirsty for a win, but he realizes that ain't the way to go about it. I don't know, man. Reed, he's been battling over the years. Like, it's going to be tough for me to go against Reed in this battle. It wouldn't make sense just the way I traditionally go when it comes down to these battles. So, like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm hoping for the best. Unp's around a lot of battle rappers. He still watches. He's still, very actively part of the culture. But watching and doing are two completely different things. So, Reed Dollars, man.
Yeah, Unp was supposed to make a return a few times. Apparently, I know there have been talks between him and URL. We thought about him and Suge. Him and Ace was very, very close to being a battle that was supposed to happen outside. Never went down, obviously. And I think this is the best opponent for him to come back to. You know what I'm saying?
It all makes sense. Everyone is going to be in that mind state. Everyone's going to be, throw back to early 2000s. So you know what to expect. It's not like you're going in there with your 2023 mind and you're like, oh, that was too simple, or whatever. It's like you're going back with your old school mind and just hoping that they give you what you remembered. Like, it makes perfect sense. All everyone has to do is just play their role and just make sure that your punches are not corny. That's the biggest thing. Like, you can't have, and the references. Here's the trickiest part, friends. A lot of people, when they do these throwback battles, their references are still very vintage. The NBA players they pick are old players. Like, the references they pick, they're all old movies. So it's like, if you're gonna do it, update it and just add today's NBA's player in it, or add this person, or update it. Like, because a lot of times it's like the content gets stuck in the early 2000s and they just don't upgrade. They haven't downloaded the new pack yet. So download the new pack before you start writing and everything will be all right. But like I said, I can't say I'm jumping out the window for all these battles. I'm not going to fake the funk because I've done that before.
The timeline said this is better than Summer Madness. What do you mean?
The timeline is full of people sniffing at fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're wilding. You know what I mean? Yeah, please don't strike me, YouTube, for saying that word. But
once I saw Easy sell dot to the community, like, this man can sell salt to a slug, bro.
Yo, the battle turned out all right though, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm cautiously optimistic for all of these battles. We'll see what's up.
Yeah. Again, I'll be in there with my New Year cat. Bronx represented. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to UMP. I'm looking forward to that one. Honestly, I like that match a lot. I like that battle more than the Hollow Man and Head Ice battle, because that one I don't really know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happens there. Whatever happens. But
the last time UMP battle was versus DN. I mean, yes, he battled Clips, but that was an on beat battle. the
I'm just
last.
saying. I just feel like he's a little more like. If I got to dig into the crates, I don't got to dig as far back with Un than I do with Hollow Man. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see him on. I could see him on the URL stage. I just seen him 2 years ago in an R&B battle. Like, I got a little something to work with. Better than 15 plus years ago on the DVD.
I didn't say you were wrong, bro. I'm just hearing you out.
You know what I'm saying? I got some Funk Flex freestyles. You know what I'm saying? I got some sincere ciphers I've been to. You know what I'm saying?
True that. I hear you. All
right, you feel me? And he definitely still be in the trenches. OMP still be, no pun intended. You see him around from time to time. So
yeah, no, but this is ill though, man. If these old heads can actually put on a show, like this opens up a whole other new door, man, a new portal for battle rap, yo. Especially for Philly too. Like if you got the old guys from Philly and the new guys from Philly all mixed together, mobbing out together, it makes for a bigger scene. So, that's why I'm cautiously optimistic. Like I really do hope like these battles turn out well, because now you have more people from a region that we all love that can now battle at home, feel comfortable, not have to worry about pleasing outsiders and stuff like that, and create another niche for this battle rap culture to keep going.
I mean, that's why I don't like the whole like this card is better than this card talk, because it's like we have so much work about to come up in the next like 7-8 weeks that so many different talented names that have brands and storylines and intriguing moments right now have a chance to build all these different storylines that we can like talk about. Like what Mike P's about to do on this card it's gonna matter. It's gonna matter for the way we look.
It really is. It's gonna matter. Yeah,
it's gonna hold a lot of weight, Mike P. You know what I'm saying? And then like you stop to think about the theme of this card. Obviously, it taps into like a demographic of battle rap from 10, 20 years ago. But more importantly, you get a nice little fun competitive theme here. Every other card has its purpose that it serves. All these other battles, all these marquee names that you're hearing, like it's good for the sport. So I don't need to sit here and compare. Everything serves a different purpose.
It's like going to Blockbusters. You know what I mean? Some of you guys are probably too young to remember what it's like to go into a video store and try to find movies to rent. Some, not you. I mean, friends, we do have some guys and girls watching the show who might be 18, 17, 15. They don't know what it's like to go into a Blockbuster and rent out a movie and wonder what's there between them saloon doors when you pass through and you get a glimpse of that. Whoa, what was that? But, it's like there's all kinds of movies for you to watch, and you don't get mad and go, this sci-fi movie ain't better than this Western. No, you go, this is a sci-fi movie. How do I like it compared to these other sci-fi movies? How is this Western compared to these other Westerns? Everything has its genre. Everything has its place. Everything has its niche. So I get it. It's fun. It gives us banter to talk about. It gives us more stuff to talk about, especially as, podcasters. It makes it fun for people. But in reality, we all should be looking at these cards in a vacuum and saying, I hope they all do well and really just enjoy the entertainment that we're getting.
Listen, at the end of the day, this model has always existed and it'll always continue to exist. When leagues compete, the consumer wins. So just respectfully, just shut your ass up and enjoy the next 8 weeks of battle rap.
I mean, it's how it was back in 2010, 2011. Remember when everything was hot? It was like, oh my gosh. Like
there was multiple leaks kicking all at once. I guess people forgot about the time where it's like Don't Flop, UW, King of the Dot, and RBE, and you all around Gorilla Warfare, all at once. Like it's all happening at once.
Right. But you got to think about it though, right? Okay. So you and I have pretty much seen from DVD era on every single era, everything that has happened, right? But when you go back a few years and you peel the layers, it's like, okay, it went from battle rap being sparse, barely happening. We find some stuff on the web, months go by, there's something new. And then you have like, wait a minute, Grind Time's continuously dropping battles. We're going to watch this. Then URL jumps along. And then, you have all the other little leagues doing their things around that time. And then you have KOTDs jumping off. And, now you got this RBE thing. Now it's like you got leagues everywhere. You got Seneca in the mix, you know what I'm saying, with Battle America. So now everyone's competing. And then, everyone has to stop at 2020. Nobody can book battles. And all we've got is URL and caffeine. So it's like if you are a new person who's just come in 3-4 years ago watching battle rap, you're not really used to all of this. You're just used to URL was dominating everything because they got caffeine and they're doing things right. And then everyone else crept back in slowly. And now you have, oh my gosh, RBE is amazing. And look at Chrome. And then Easy's got a league. And then Diz has got a league. And all these other people's got leagues now. So now it's like it's going back to how it was. And people are just like overwhelmed by everything. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, oh yeah, now let's compare and contrast. But when we ain't have nothing, we was just grateful to get them damn battles during that 2020 time, man, until everyone decided, all right, man, we can't let these fools get all the bread. We got to come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, and I still think it's just a perception thing too. It's just because like URL went so many years over the pandemic with streaming stuff. Now that they're not streaming, it feels like they're much more absent. Like
Right. Yeah.
I was having this conversation recently that if outside one and outside two, those 2 day events, if they were streamed for us, would we still feel the same way about this year? We probably still feel like it's a down year, or there's still like a little bit of a gap between events. But having those 4 days streamed to us and we were able to watch them live, I'm sure we would feel a lot more differently about those events, those battlers, and some of those guys' stocks.
Perhaps, but I gotta say
Possibly,
this too.
possibly.
Possibly, I gotta say this too, though, man. I had some downtime. I went on YouTube.
Yeah.
France, man. The titles, man. So Summer Madness 13, the whole card was announced. Well, did we didn't give the card out yet, did we?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about it.
Hold on. Yo, let me plug in my computer. Give me 1 second. Give them the card. I'll be right back. Let me plug in my computer.
Right. So perfect time. Let's talk about the Summer Madness 13 card that was announced on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Summer Madness 13 is here. 5 battles were announced. Shotgun Suge versus Fonz. Dope opener. You know what I'm saying? I like the battle. Fonz the second Summer Madness. Suge's knocking on the door on what, 5 or 6 of them things. T Top versus John. John the Don is in the building. I like this battle for both of them, both these guys too. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a battle I really asked for, but still a battle for the South. DNA versus Jerry West is on the card. Competitive match. People have been asking for Jerry West to get this opportunity. DNA marketed this opportunity as well. So here we are, DNA versus Jerry. And then we get then it gets kind of stacked. Then we get some heavy hitters. You get Hollow the Don versus New Jersey Twerk. Very easily could have been the main event, but it's not. But the main event, Tay Rock versus Av. Av's first Summer Madness headliner. This is Tay Rock's fourth. Summer Madness 13. How you feel about the card, Vlad?
Dope card, man. What am I really mad about with this card? Like, you got top heavy names, you got good battles, you got battles that are going to be competitive, you got new people who've never been on it before, you've got classic people who have been on it. So it's like it's a nice mixture of everyone. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good card on paper. It's like a nice 8 on paper, and there's not the extra 7.5, 8.
It's like a 7 to me, but it could be an 8. You know what I'm saying? You add a battle.
Right. Oh man. Well, I mean,
I'm saying I've been
if y'all was on the internet and y'all look close enough, whatever. But nah, man, it's a good card. I'm not mad at it. Like, at this point in time, URL has put on so much that it's like, what are you expecting? You know what I mean? Like, once upon a time, we complained that we saw the same faces every single card over and over and over again. Now you got different faces, and it's not a big enough card. Like,
I think
it's not strong enough competition. Like, well, what's the problem?
So you remember we did a survey, right, last month?
Yeah.
So our survey had a bunch of battles that were selected by the fans. I think we had over 200 submissions, a little over 200 submissions. And Shotgun Suge and Fonz had the most votes, which ended up being on the card. But then when you read the rest of the battles from our form, they had Jazz versus Hustle's rematch, Ava versus Swamp, T-Rex versus Chess, you know what I'm saying? Nitty battling Murder Mook. And now it's like, all right, you don't have a God tier, you don't have a Mook or Lux. Cool. You don't have the rematch between Jazz and Hustle. I thought it would have made a lot of sense. I think that battle could have took this card over the top for sure. their first battle was 10 years ago. The rematch would have been strictly off of just competition,
Right,
who's gotten better.
see who's better.
Losing Verb and Swamp was a blow. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying, because Verb has made it his goal to outmarket Summer Madness. So like you could have had that over here. If you had Verb and Swamp here,
then
you probably
Verb's
don't have
defending URL. Like at that point,
Verb defending URL, and you probably don't have Young Ill making his return because you don't have the full St. Louis combination.
right, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And you don't have A Ward and Verb. I mean, that's why I don't think whatever the Verb thing for me. That's why like people calling it a grudge match. Verb's gonna do this regardless, whether it's A Ward, Swamp, or a can of paint.
I mean, he was doing it with Dun Dun and Chef Trez. Like he's been doing this. He'll do this with Snake Eyes. It doesn't matter. Like you just thinking of
like this is just who he is. So having that on your side instead of against you would have been good. Obviously people want to love to see like need to get a big name Mook, Calico, Lux. Neither here. I know people had a lot of fascination for Calico and Goods. Not here. So like when you think of
so I'm gonna be wearing my Bronx hat.
Enjoy that Easter egg. So the point is, no Jazz, no Hustle, no Swamp, no Verb. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some marquee names that we're missing. So I see where people are like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I can feel that.
Okay, but last time when they had Mook on the joint with Reed, we had the God tier name. That battle stunk. We had what's his name? Loaded Lux and Geechee Gotti. I mean, it wasn't Summer Madness, but but still, that's another God tier name where the battle was underwhelming. I think at this point, listen, man, if the battles turn out good, that's the best thing that URL can hope for. Like if everyone, I've seen everybody, playing taps with one another, bonding and doing all this stuff. If everyone's on the same page and they just deliver fire battles that night, like I think that's all that's gonna matter. Because truth be told, man, looking around YouTube and just looking at these titles at the announcement of Summer Madness, it's like, Summer Madness, is this corny? Is this trash? Or do you think it's all right? Like Summer Madness, would I rather wipe my ass with a cactus or watch these battles? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's already putting the mind frame of everyone like, man, I don't know. This card is low-key light, it's trash or this or that, but it's man, it's a dope card. And hopefully all the battles turn out fire because truthfully, they need to. Like we just talking about Verb. I would have thought URL would have just took Verb off the chessboard just so it's like, you know what, man, it's summertime. I'm pretty sure nobody holds water anymore in this battle rap community. So I'm pretty sure they hear the rumblings. They know what's going on with that card over there. You know what I mean? So it's like, take him off the chessboard. Now he can't bash your league and and promote for your league at the same time. But now it's like he's over there. Guess what? He's doing what he's getting paid to do, is to promote. And the battle comes out how the battle comes out. At that point, you're paying Verb to be a promotional machine and you're just hoping to get a good battle out of it. If you don't, whatever, he'll be back in a few months talking trash again and people will be intrigued enough to want to watch the battle. And like you said, is Young Ill on that card if A Verb is not? Probably not. I'd say probably not, because we all know he left the card because Verb left the card before, when he went to go battle Loaded Lux. So he's like, no, I'm not doing this. Which at that time, France, remember everybody was like, I can understand why Verb want to go battle Loaded Lux. I mean, come on, man, it's Lux. How many times you get a chance to battle Lux? It's okay. He could just do the battle with Solomon again. A few years later, now it's like, oh, you have to honor everything you sign. You can't just leave. Now everyone wants everyone to, follow the paperwork and do all this and that. But years ago, though.
That's why I said what I said earlier. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I sound like an angry parent earlier. You know,
yo, it's crazy. Yo, ARP and Verb were threatening to beat each other up a few years ago over this joint. Like physical, like a league owner literally came online. It was threatening physical violence. Like, this is crazy, son. Like, this is nuts, man. And now they're back on the same page, man. And he's promoting against the other league that's been feeding him for the past couple of years crazy. So I would have took that piece off the board, man. But I'm not in control. It's not my budget. It's not my money. But the card has great MCs who understand the assignment. So I'm hoping for a dope ass Summer Madness. But I'm not mad at the card at all.
Yeah, I think this is a great chance for these battles to prove an interesting point that proper style matchups can like overpower what something may look like on paper sometimes, and more importantly, people that are currently good can reign supreme over nostalgia, because nostalgia is a drug in battle rap. All right, like we love the way somebody made us feel, and we constantly put this pressure on them to chase that feeling again or chase that moment again in time, and it's just very unfair because it's like whoever that person was in that space and time period of their life, they're not that person. They don't walk the same. They don't dress the same. They don't eat the same. They don't think the same. They don't hang around the same people. They cannot physically tap back into whatever space that was once upon a time. And so then we lower our standards a little bit. We love the idea of it, and then we get caught up into it. And then we take for granted the people that are currently very, very high level. And so everybody on this card can definitely render successful performances, can definitely have good battles. I can see all these battles being good back and forths. I do need some bloodshed though. I do need some bloodshed somewhere. I don't know who it's gonna be. But I need a 3-0, 3-0, 3. I need one of those.
Need one of those.
The streets need a body. The streets always need a body. The streets, I love a body. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that would take this card over the notch for me, it's funny, Nitty and Ace, when it was first in the atmosphere, people were like, this ain't a Summer Madness battle. And then Nitty came on a Twitter space and said, listen, man, the people y'all want me to battle, they got to accept. I can't control that, and I ain't trying to miss out. So, and they're like, all right, we'll warm up to it. Right.
We love you, Alien.
And then Ace starts promoting.
Because we want to see you, Alien.
He makes Nitty start promoting. When have you ever seen Nitty make
Nitty did more than one promotion. That's what's crazy.
More than
one. I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah, so there's people that's still like, I don't really want this band. You know what I'm saying? They're still on the fence. But there's more people now very engaged and invested. And then once all of a sudden it's no longer on the card, everybody's like, whoa, we want Nitty and Raw. Where is the battle? And that is a powerful psychological aspect to like them giving effort to promoting and people enjoying the promotion, and also people saying, yo, I want what you're not giving me. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna automatically want something that's not on the card. You know what I mean? And because that battle worked so hard to not have been there, people were like, wait, what? Like I thought for sure I was gonna see this battle. So it's still time. You
we thought we was gonna see Verb and Swamp. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that was for sure, man. The way they were going at it, and the way they put in all those hours of promotion and just talking on spaces and online, I thought that was for sure locked in. But hey, man, but there's still time. 5 battles seems a little short, a little skimp. So, man, we could all put on our battle rap goggles.
I'll take a 6 battle.
We could probably look out for something, with it's been done in the past before. So
definitely take a 6. I'll definitely take a 6 battle. 7, how I feel about that.
Yeah. Now we working, man. Now you're making us work.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this much: if you got to choose to do 7 battles, no 1-round Crucible opener, none of that. All right, and I actually like these guys.
I don't want a 3-round Crucible opener. I'll tell you that much.
Period. Like if you add, let's say you add Ace and Nitty to the
Crucible openers, yo.
Let's say you add Nitty and Ace to the card, and you say, all right, let's get one more. Don't make that one more that Crucible 1-round. At least make it a name. That's all I'm saying. Make it count. Because if you add a 7th battle and now we're here for 8 battles.
No. We're doing too much, bro. We're doing too much.
We're doing too much.
I mean, but your man is doing 10 battles though.
Yeah, but they're not on the stage and they get to.
Oh yeah. You know what? You're right. You're right. It's a little different. And they're not battles of magnitude. Some of those battles, like they're gonna be probably, you know, brick battles and opener battles that you expect.
Every battle on the stage is warranting at least maybe 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like,
yeah. No, that's different. That's different. Yeah.
So you know,
Are you right?
I mean, don't get it twisted. Them 10 battles in that room, that's a lot too. Sometimes we miss the prelims.
And the only reason why I brought it up was just because I'm like, wait a minute, we complaining about 8 battles. I'm like, this one has 10. I was just trying to see the science behind why this 10 was all right, but that 8 wasn't. But
no, I mean,
you're right. It's a different set of circumstances.
Some people miss them prelims though. You know what I'm saying?
Some people means we. You and I catch the run back if we get to it. If there's enough talk about your battle. If
I know.
Sayonara.
Shout outs to this new Crucible class. I think they're very talented. Dice and Eunice are the top 2 guys from this class.
New top 6.
Yeah, the new top 6. Top 6 version 3.
The first version was just they didn't even have a name. The second ones were like, well, we're the top 6. Now they're like, there's a new top 6. What are we gonna call ourselves now?
I think that process needs to be every 2 years instead of every year. That's a whole nother conversation. The point I'm getting at is Dice and Eunice are probably better than Z and Souffle were at this time period.
So I still don't want them on Summer Madness.
But I still don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
Still traumatized by that dropout last year, man.
The point I'm getting at is I think those guys could actually be better than the ones we've seen before, but I just don't know if that's the best opportunity for them. Period.
Read the room URL. Read the room. Check the receipts from last year. Look at those 2-star reviews. We don't for that particular battle. We don't want no Crucible openers. I'm speaking for myself. I don't want to speak for everyone. I particularly do not want to see a Crucible opener like that. I just want to see dope ass battles from people I know who on their mind have the intention of making this the best Summer Madness that they possibly can. Not dudes who are just getting paid and we're just going to show up. If I mess up, I mess up. It doesn't matter. I want these guys on their mind to have that agenda. Like all of them, like lock arms. Like, yo, this is what we're here to do. Like make it a fire card because best believe Hitman, you know what I'm saying? Ill and Verb, they're all lock and step together, you know, 3 lonely ants walking through the sand. You know what I'm saying? Like, think they're doing that, man. So everybody better be on the same page, man. Hurrah, hurrah.
Still time to put Ace and Rum on this card.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad at that, man.
Still time. There's still time. That's all I'm saying.
Let's see what happens.
You know what I'm saying? I know they were entertaining Rex and Geechee. Respectfully, you know, Geechee got a little crowded schedule. Rex is battling 2 weeks prior. Do you really want that? Do you want a quarter of your card to be on the GTX card previously and then be on Summer Madness? No, you don't want that. You don't want that.
Bigg K is battling 2 weeks prior to his battle.
Yeah,
to his battle.
No, I know. But 3 weeks.
I guess
3
it's
weeks.
the blue. I guess it's the blue.
They get 3 weeks. That makes a difference. They get 3 weeks.
So do the halogen lamps in the blue room give you like more energy as like a battle rapper? Like
having seven extra days gives you more energy as a battle rapper.
Not for sure. That definitely does, man. It sure does. 7 days, boy. Whew. That's a big difference, man.
You remember when UM2 was around and Saga was supposed to battle Franchise, and I guess it couldn't happen for the wild card, and it got pushed back a week later. Saga and him battled 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks, and they both talked about how much that week made a difference. I believe it. 3 weeks in comparison to 2 is like a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? So
you never get to turn your brain off, man.
Having Rex, DNA, and Hollow battle 2 weeks apart, if Rex is on the card, I've seen Rex and Geechee going back and forth, and I know they've had their conversations, so you never know. But like somebody like Rex, if he was to get booked on Summer Madness last minute against Geechee, he's battling 2 weeks prior. DNA and Hollow battling 2 weeks prior. You want that? Ace got a free schedule. Ace not doing nothing. Nitty is not doing nothing, and Nitty ain't been on Summer Madness in about to be 3 years if you leave him off this card.
Wow.
Come on.
We'll see, man. Hey, man, you got to take care of your guys, man.
Now you understand? This is
That's
what I'm
all I'm
saying.
saying, yo.
This is
You
what I'm
gotta
saying. What I'm
take care of
saying.
your guys, man. That's
This is
all
what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying earlier, Vlad. That's all. Take
Next thing you
care
know,
of
you
yourself.
go again. Rob Nitty, welcome home to the Blue Room, Loke. That's what you gonna get. I'm telling you,
Right.
take care of your guys, man. That's all I'm saying. Your franchise players, take care of your guys. They're begging you and they're doing the work. Rum is begging you to be on this card, and he's like, yo, when I say beg, I mean, not begging like he's groveling, but he's like, hey, I want to be on this card. And I'm promoting for free. Hi. I'm one of your guys that people always tune in for, the people that they always got good things to say about me. Take care of me, please. So I'm telling you, man, that welcome home, Loke, do you believe? It's going to hit different, man.
Just why I said what I said earlier, bro. Just take care of your guys. You know what I'm saying? If you, I got nothing else to say.
You don't need to be arguing with K Shine online. You just need to take care of your guys.
You know, I don't want to do this. See, that's why I don't like. Somehow we end up still doing the whole comparison thing because I just wanted to say, like, you look at what RB's done this year. Like, A Ward loses to Bigg K, right? What does Bigg K get? He gets Murder Mook right afterwards. Like, you took care of Bigg K. You know what I'm saying? Rosenberg signed a 2-year deal. After Jack, what do? You get him clips. Ward misses Divide and Conquer 2, and ARP had an interview. He was like, I heard Ward was mad at me for missing Divide and Conquer 2, but I got him now. And he came with 2 names, came with 2 top tier names. You know what I'm saying?
He was like, want to shade me, huh? All right. How about you sit this one out? Yeah, he be like, talk to me nice.
And it's not like everybody's not getting opportunities. Like, look at Fonz. Fonz got a, obviously Fonz like, all right, take care of Fonz. Cool, good. You know what I'm saying? But Ace has been waving the URL flag, defending, you know what I'm saying, promoter with Nitty. It's been on a good run, has been winning for quite some time.
Yeah.
This is time for his spotlight, you know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong. You're not
feel.
wrong, friends. You're not wrong, my friend.
Yeah. I got nothing else.
Never a boring day, man. What's coming up this week, man? What should we be on the lookout for, battle rap wise?
iBattle's got their battle event this weekend. Pull this up. They got Real Sick versus Homeschool going down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pulling up the car right now. Hold up. Here we go. Allegiance 5 going down. You know what I'm saying? You got Real Sick versus Homeschool main event. So I'm looking forward to that because I'll rock with Homeschool. That motherfucker's nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I haven't seen a Real Sick battle since probably like February. You know what I'm saying? Since Stay Forever, I think.
That's right. Real Sick's been out the way doing his music, chilling. That should be good. He's going back home, man. It's home league, bro.
Home league. And you also got Appa versus Def the Kid. You know, iBattle releases their monthly rankings. I love the fact they do their own rankings. Appa undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Def the Kid undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's zero will be compromised.
Oh, snap. We got to get to see another Tony Bro sighting. Get that. Yeah. Uh-huh. What else? Yeah. Talk to him. Yeah. What else? We going to see Manager Tone. So that's always a good sighting, man. You know what I mean?
Manager Tone will most definitely be in the building. And they both will be battling for their they both be battling for their record.
Mm.
I'm saying I'm here for it. Lex, don't ask me to judge. Nobody asked me to judge. I'm coming to watch. I'm coming to sit back and watch. I'm pulling up a chair. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing some nice blueberry stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna enjoy the battles.
Enjoy the battles, man. France, before we get out of here, let's leave them with a little humor. As you can see. Oh, go ahead, player.
Sorry, we got one more. And bullpen. You know?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. This is this weekend. Talk about that card, man.
Yes, bullpen.
How did you not talk about that card?
Oh boy, John.
This is why the people are like, y'all need to do more than one show a week, man. Know what I'm saying? So much be happening, yo.
I'll definitely do a radio roulette for this card because this card deserves it. John
All
and
right,
Don
show
versus
love,
Jay
show love.
Mills. You know what I'm saying? They also got Cortez versus Philly Hayes. E Hart's coming back outside battling Cash Flow Rizzy. But this battle caught my interest right here. Bonnie Godiva versus Lady Caution. Return of Bonnie. The battle is going down Saturday, but they're being recorded and being to be aired the next day. So you can watch it on Caffeine. I think on Bullpen's Caffeine channel on Sunday. They're going to stream the whole event. So I'm going to go to iBattle Saturday and watch Bullpen at the crib Sunday. That's the plan.
The best of both worlds for you, man.
Yeah, best of both worlds for us. Content.
Yes.
Can't forget the content. Never. Sure.
Yo, man, before we get out of here, friends, I was on 15 Minutes of Fame. I saw the whole Summer Madness 13 crew out there playing taps. And we got one of the greatest moments in pause history to ever happen. And in case you missed it, let's get to it.
Oh. Spread out though. Pause. I'm out of here. I'm nothing to do with that. Young niggas, man, with these gay jokes, man. I'm a grown ass man. Me too, man. But I can't help it, bro. They got me too. I'm all in, Smack. How you all in who? Yo, wow. Yo, that was crazy. How did you just say you all? Smack said, oh, y'all gotta spread out. Your man said, yo, just know I'm all in, Smack.
Oh man. Shout out to Battle Rap, man.
Wowzers.
We're the most unserious group in hip hop. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Full of degenerates and whatnot. And until next week, man, thank everybody for rocking with us. Friends, I had a fun time this morning, man. This was a dope time chopping it up. Oh man, every morning I look forward to it. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We know so many of you guys look forward to watching it every Monday also. If you can, please share the show out with your friends who love battle rap also. Hit that subscribe button. Get us to that 2K following. Come on, man. I think we do a good enough job to get there. You know what I mean? And always log on to letstalkbattlerap.com and follow the show at LTBR Podcast on all social sites. Until next week, see you guys then. Peace.